What is good, everybody? Welcome to the Film Bros Podcast, episode number, it's 12, DJ. We pushed this one off for a little bit. Top 10 movies of 2021. Big time of the year.
Were the lights always this bright?
No, I made them a little brighter, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking bright.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bright.
Well, you just look at me then, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just look at the light glisten off your eyes.
Sorry for the month delay. It was Christmas time, and then we're not getting too much into it. I'll get into it. My grandfather passed away. Rest in peace, Pop.
Rest in peace.
Absolute legend. It just happened like 2 weeks after Christmas, so I had to go home for Christmas, come back here, catch up on work. Had to deal with that, go home, come back. Work was just stockpiled. But now we're here. Now we're going to try our best, an episode a week. We're thinking we're going to post on Fridays. This one will be posted on Saturday, though, because we're still in the catch-up phase.
Yeah, we're catching up. We're getting there.
But we're getting there. We're giving you the content you want, and big time, DJ. Everyone likes doing their top 10 movies of the year.
Yeah. We're a little late.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Because we used that time to catch up on a couple movies we missed.
Yeah.
I still missed a couple that I wanted to see. I don't know if you feel the same.
I still missed a lot.
Okay. We're going to, because these episodes could tend to be pretty long, we're going to do our best to give you some quick tidbits, but we'll expand on certain movies. The movies I missed that I wanted to see was Annette. This is the Adam Driver crazy musical from that crazy director, Laura, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
His name is Leos Carax, whatever. He made Holy Motors. I don't think you saw that.
Nope.
I wanted to see it. Didn't get around to it. I watched 30 minutes of Power of the Dog. Not that I disliked it. I watched it this morning because I wanted to see if it would make the list. I don't think it would make my list. I'm going to finish it, but Adam wanted to play Madden against me.
That's what I heard this morning?
Yeah, we were mad. So I didn't finish Power of the Dog yet. Good movie. I don't think it would make my top 10 of the year. Could change. We'll see. The Disciple. Shout out Zack from the Uncut Podcast, my boy. It was his favorite movie of the year. And Zack, I'm honoring that by telling you I didn't see it yet.
Not seen it.
But I'm going to try at some point. He said it's the Whiplash of India.
What?
Yeah, so we'll see.
Oh.
Watch me watch it, and it's my number one of the year.
That sounds kind of dope. That's a nice way to describe it. Okay.
It's on my list.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. Drive My Car is a big foreign film this year.
What's with these titles?
I don't know. I'm not making the movies.
Okay. Drive My Car?
3 hours.
3 hours of driving my car?
It's some Asian country. I forget which one. I want to say it's Japanese, but I take that back because I don't want to be wrong. But it is Asian cinema.
Yeah.
Heard it's pretty good. Just hasn't come anywhere near Orlando, so I haven't seen that.
Okay.
Petite Maman is from the lady that did Portrait of a Lady on Fire. You see that movie a couple years ago? What? Really good movie.
What? Porch?
Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Fucking great movie.
Okay.
Highly recommend it.
Okay.
Heard this one's pretty good. Just didn't see it.
Okay.
And Parallel Mothers is the last one I didn't see that I wanted to. So those are the ones I wanted to see but didn't. DJ, were some that you wanted to see but couldn't?
Man, there's a lot. Honestly, we'd be better off looking at your list. I mean, you being like, I saw this without you. I'm like, nah. I didn't know we were supposed to make a list for movies that we didn't see. You got ahead of the curve.
I did tell him that like as soon as he woke up, which was 30 minutes ago. See, this is how we're different. I woke up, I made 1 cup of coffee earlier, watched half hour of a movie. Beat Adam's ass in Madden, lost a game of Madden, went on a walk, come back, and DJ's getting up.
I'm getting up.
It's okay, because you're going on the night shift. He's about to be working like 10 p.m. to 7 a.m.
I hate it so much.
So we're just on different time schedules.
Time zones.
Yeah, so as he was waking up, I was like, hey, maybe talk about some movies. Was there like one movie you really wanted to see but didn't see?
A movie that I really wanted to see but did not see. Dude, there's a lot, man. There's a lot. There's actually, unfortunately, a lot. What are some movies that didn't make your top 10 that you saw?
I want to leave that towards after we do the list. Honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Because my thing is, I hate doing honorable mentions before. Okay. Because it inherently spoils what didn't make the list.
Okay. So how about we do this? Because this is all fresh right now. How about we just go through the list? And then as we're going through the list, I'm 1,000% sure a lot of movies you're going to say I have not seen.
That's okay.
And then we'll kind of go
There might be 1 or 2 that you saw that I didn't see.
Doubt it.
All right.
Actually, yeah, maybe.
There we go.
I doubt it.
But there's a chance.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, if you want, you could start with your 10 or I could start with my 10 and we'll go back and forth and get down to our number 1.
Okay.
Would you like to go first?
I'll do the honors.
Okay.
I'll do the honors
So-
just because mine might be a little controversial and will definitely show that I have not seen a lot of the movies that came out in 2021.
No, that's fine. Do you like everything on your list?
Yeah, I think they're solid.
Because I was going to say, I think this was a good year for movies.
Yeah.
But not a great year. I think there were a lot of consistently good movies and pretty good movies, but there weren't a ton of great, amazing movies for me.
That shows in the podcast reviews whenever we did them. We started doing the podcast reviews, and we just seemingly felt like, I remember expressing this to you off camera, maybe even on camera, that before the movies, there was a lot that we liked. Or I think maybe I'm getting that reversed, but I know that we felt a type of way before we started the podcast.
You're talking about before the podcast.
Yeah, and then when we started, we're like, what the hell? We're agreeing on a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say that a lot of the podcast reviews that we've done, a lot of those movies were okay. There's none that were like, holy shit, that was great, gotta see again.
I don't think either of us gave anything a 9, even. You know, a couple we gave 8s. No, I think that's probably on your list, but you gave a movie a 9, off the top of my head.
Okay.
It'll definitely be on your list.
Okay.
That's not about to happen.
Well, so now be on my list.
But other than that, I really don't think we gave anything, not even close to a 10, at least on the podcast.
No.
But I'm excited to kick this list off.
Yeah.
For sure. So, DJ, what is your number 10?
My number 10, my list is, different people have a different criteria of list. Mine is literally just of pure enjoyment, what I enjoyed. I'm not going to cater or anything. These are the movies, my top 10 that I enjoyed of the year. My 10 is a little controversial.
I like that.
Because, not controversial in the main aspect, but like for me, my 10 is West Side Story.
Really?
It makes my 10.
It didn't make my list.
It made my 10.
Now, I know why it's controversial for you, but you explain.
I don't fucking like musicals.
He hates them.
I truly hate them to the bone. Maybe it's like when I compare it to all the movies I have seen, I'm like, all right, well, this one fucking makes it. Or it could be genuinely like I was watching it and I genuinely enjoyed it. I've never seen West Side Story, never cared to do so. So I ended up watching it and I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I did take some peeks at the original. Jesus Christ, I would not watch that. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's the reason why. It's just so... And it goes into a whole discussion that we can't have, but we don't have to get into it. We'll get into it when we see another musical, which I'm sure will be inevitable. But like that, you have to like suspend your disbelief and like take yourself away from the serious dramatic conflict that's going on. And I don't know, it just wasn't for me.
It's too goofy for you.
Yeah, like, for lack of better terms, goofy isn't the word. But yeah, you kind of have to like take yourself out and like they're singing and fucking doing cartwheels and shit.
Even though someone just got
beheaded.
beheaded.
Though someone just fucking got beheaded.
Yeah.
Like, or someone's just like, fuck you. And it's like, fuck you. Like, I don't fucks with it. So it's not me, man. In West Side Story, like, nigga just got shot. like a dog in the street and they just start breaking out into a musical number. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't fucks with it. It's just not for me. But this one makes my 10. I enjoyed it. I like the emotion, I like the passion. I like they really went hard on the racist terms in this movie. Very daring for them to say some of the things that they say in this movie. The movie when I went to go see it with my girl. And when we went to go see it, the theater was filled.
You have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do. Hello, Nicole. So
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, of course you did. So I went to go see it with my girl, and in the theater was a whole bunch of old people. Nicole fucking loves musicals, which is the only reason why I'd probably see this movie when I actually ended up enjoying it. Theater's filled with old people, and there's like this 50-year-old white guy next to me crying his fucking eyes out at the beginning of the movie. I'm like, damn, it's hitting hard. And I look over, well, why is there a whole bunch of old people? It's like, well, it came out during their time, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so maybe they enjoyed it more than me. Mm-hmm. But this one makes the top 10. I enjoyed it a fair enough amount that it makes my top 10.
Fair. I'm kind of on the same wavelength as you. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the original since I was probably 12. I remember seeing it in like grade school. Mm. So it's been a long time. But Spielberg does a good job directing it. Just didn't blow me away like it did for a lot of people. It's on their top 10 of the year. But I'm glad it makes your list. Yeah, for sure. My number 10, I'm struggling to pick. I'm looking at my list.
I'm trying not to look at it.
I know. 10 through 15 could all easily fit in this spot. I wasn't sure which movie to give it to. But you know what? My list is weird this year because, like I said, there weren't too many amazing blow-me-away movies like there usually are. And my list is completely different. Like, if you compare my top 10 2021 movie list, it's very different than my past few years. There's a ton of different movies. You're like, Chase Azarian put that on his list? Mm-hmm. So I think it's fair that I do that with my number 10 pick.
Okay.
I don't put many animated movies on my list. Not that I hate animated movies. I just don't get normally blown away by it. Soul was an exception last year. I thought Soul was great.
Soul came out last year.
That's what I'm saying. It made my top 10 2020 list.
Gotcha.
Not this year.
So,
no, you good.
Yeah. Because I did think about putting that shit on there. Because I saw it for the first time this year.
Because it's great.
And I was like, holy shit. But then I looked at it. I was like, 20.
My number 2 last year.
Okay.
This one's not as good as Soul. But really surprised me. The Mitchells vs. the Machines is a Netflix Sony animated movie. So you're laughing because you have no idea how good it is.
Because I'm laughing because it seemed like the way that you guys came about this movie was, what's on Netflix? This is on Netflix. We can watch this. Is that how that happened?
No, it's been on my list for a while.
Okay.
Like, I heard good things.
I thought you were just scrolling and you saw and you're like, now you're like, oh my God.
No.
Number 10.
No, I kept seeing The Dog and people saying good things. And I was like, I gotta see this movie.
Okay.
And it's produced by Chris Lord, Phil Miller, the guys behind the Lego Movie.
Okay.
Jump Street movies, stuff like that. They didn't direct, but I knew they were on board. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Mm-hmm. And then the whole movie is kind of like a love letter to movie fans. What are you doing?
Get my charger.
I can't ignore you if you're gonna say ignore me. What do you mean?
Because it would have been if I would have just done it. You would have been like, what the fuck you doing? But if I let you know,
I would have probably kept going. No, and let you do your thing.
No, you know what you would have done? You would have cut to me doing it, and then you would have asked, "What are you doing?" All right, good to see you.
There's a lot of movies on my list this year that are kind of talking about what it's like to be an artist, and this is the most fun version of that. Okay. It's about a girl that gets into film school. And her whole family is like taking her on this road trip to the film school. But as that's happening, machines take over the world. And it's a classic, like, animated family has to save the day thing. But what makes this movie so different is the humor. I think you would fucking love this movie. I kept telling you. Yeah. I think you should check it out.
As soon as the movie ended, he was like, you gotta watch it,
It's just so clever with a lot of its humor. There's not many movies now where I feel like I'm laughing out loud a lot. There is a scene in a mall in this movie that genuinely I could not believe it was written. It was so funny. I don't want to tell you what it is because I think you will howl laughing at it.
Laughing.
There's just so, like, the joke starts and you're like, that's funny. And then they add one more layer and you're like, holy shit, that's hilarious. And then they add another layer and you're like, oh my fucking God, this is probably the funniest moment of the year.
Okay.
So, like I said, there's 5 different movies that are also probably fighting for this 10th spot. But I rarely put animated movies on my list, and this one just stood out as this is why animation deserves more credit from adults, is because it can genuinely be great for everybody when you're not trying to just force feed something to kids all the time. Mm-hmm. So I would put Mitchells vs. Machines as my number 10 movie of the year.
Okay. Number 10.
And it's got a lot of heart as well. So
going at this pace, I'm gonna deliver the number 1.
What?
Before you.
What you mean?
When going at this pace that we're going, me, then you, then you, I'm going to get my friend. Okay.
That's fine.
Number 9.
Unless you want to yell our number 1 at the same time.
We could, as you spill coffee on your.
Did I spill coffee? I don't think I spilled. Oh, a little bit, yeah. I just opened these new pants too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They look good, man. Black. Mm-hmm. Black. So number number 9. Number 9, I think, is obvious for its number. What's the 9th film that came out in 2021?
Fast and Furious 9?
Fast and Furious 9 makes this list.
Oh, shit!
Fast and Furious 9 makes this list.
Talk about it.
This shit was just hilarious.
It's crazy. I think this one gets a little too much hate. Didn't make my list, but
okay, you have to have fun with it, man. I went to watch it with you, right?
Yeah, we watched it in Dolby.
Yo,
prime seats.
Could not stop laughing. Could not stop laughing. That shit is just funny. You go in, you can't be so critical on it for what the story is about. And I feel like the studio knows this. Everyone knows this. People make fucking memes on it and everything. That's like the concept of the movie. How crazy can we go? These niggas went into space. Like, come on.
The magnets?
The magnets.
The cars was awesome.
The fucking flipping this big ass thing with some cars going like this. Mm-hmm. I thought it was hilarious that you went in.
Okay, I'll pride the story.
Go ahead.
We're getting candy at the Walgreens before the movie. Because, yeah, I know movie theaters make money off their concessions. I understand we should support theaters. But don't charge us $20 for a Skittle, okay? So we're going to buy the candy before we go in. So I'm telling DJ, I'm like, I avoid trailers. I'm on the regulars. And I go into movies completely blind for the most part. And I was like, dude, it's going to end. Because I knew John Cena was the villain. So I said, it's going to end like Vin Diesel's like, it's okay, because you're my brother. I didn't know this motherfucker was being advertised as his blood brother. And it happens like 20 minutes in the movie. He's like, that's my brother.
He's like,
and
what?
I could not believe it. This was awesome. It doesn't make my list,
bro,
but
it was funny. Like I said, this list is of enjoyment, pure enjoyment. As it gets like towards the top, it gets a bit more critical and film critiquey. But for the bottom 10, I was like, I can put bad movies or like even movies that rank lower than the higher movies. I was like, nah. The bottom ones, you know, gonna be like kind of this shit was funny as fuck. I was in tears, I think, from how outrageously ridiculous this movie was. So, Fast and Furious 9 makes my number 9 on my top 10.
fuck yeah. Doesn't make mine, but I did have a genuinely fun time with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So, number 9. It's a musical. Sorry, I was seeing text messages come in from work, but that's okay.
Oh, good.
We got another Netflix movie.
Okay.
One I told you should watch, and you did watch. We'll see if it makes your list.
Okay.
Tick, Tick, Boom.
Tick, Tick, Boom.
A musical. I'm also kind of with DJ. I don't hate musicals as much as DJ, but I'm also with you where if I see a musical come out, I'm like, I don't want to see that. You know? But if it gets... I try and see as much as possible, and if it gets really good things, and it's really good... I'll give it a chance. I love La La Land, you know. That's the classic. I like musicals, guys. Relax. But Tick Tick Boom is interesting. It's the guy that created Rent, and it pretty much tells his story of how he got to the point where he made Rent. It's kind of about his whole life. I knew nothing about the guy, and Andrew Garfield gives a really good performance here. It's directed by Lin-Manuel, the fucking Hamilton guy. Dude, your name could be mispronounced, okay? You're making so much money. Relax.
He's making guap.
He's making so much money. He did it in Encanto this year, too.
Yeah, he did Encanto. He did money. He did all the musicals.
In the Heights, he did.
Into the Heights. Dude, he's fucking...
He had a year.
Yeah, he's gonna be up there, like with the other fucking... With the fellas.
With the fellas?
With the fucking fella, with the boys.
He's a fucking fella.
Yeah.
But this movie, I think, was his best project of the year. I think it's really good, really heartfelt. My one critique of it is I didn't think the music was all that great, if I'm being honest. There was no like memorable Tick Tick Boom song for me, but everything else about this, really heartfelt. Like I said, this is kind of the year of everyone that wants to be an artist is making a movie about wanting to be an artist, and this is definitely in that category. But it's pretty heartfelt. I think it's a benefit that I didn't know too much about his life, because there's a lot of moments I think hit harder for me because I had no idea about how his life kind of unravels with the making of Rent. So that was really good, and I haven't seen the Rent movie. I've seen Rent shittily done by the local Orlando actors. And
hey man, support the Orlando theater, bro.
Not for me.
Come on,
step up your fucking game.
God, oh my god,
3 hours.
I've seen some Orlando work. You guys are doing good.
Not the ones I saw. Guys, come on.
Damn.
But I could tell from watching that play, the fast-pacedness of the narration of it is using Tick Tick Boom to help enhance Tick Tick Boom storytelling. So, from what I could gather from a pretty much grade school performance of Rent, I was able to see what was going on. So,
okay.
I like Tick Tick Boom. Really good movie.
Okay.
You know, that's the thing with, I feel like a lot of movies from 2021. They were really good. Wasn't blown away by it. They were really good.
Okay. Tick Tick Boom.
Number 9.
Number 9.
What's your number 8?
My number 8, as I proceed to unlock my phone very quickly. Number 8. What do you get I'm gonna make all of these.
Give
like,
me a riddle?
Yeah, I'm gonna make them all like a riddle or cryptic or something,
Okay.
just out of fun. What do you get when you have a woman fuck a car?
Oh shit! You got a motherfucking who knows what in Titane. You get the thing in her hair, stabbing through skulls. You get chair on face,
Bar stools and mouths. Shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. So again, enjoyment factor. Number 8 goes to Titane.
I don't think I've had as fun in it. I'm kind of regretting not putting it on my list now a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta go for enjoyment. Well, you know, you're more of the critic.
second half really holds it. Don't say that. I don't want
No, but that's not bad. You're a film critic.
The second half of the movie really brought it down for me a bit. But goddamn, that first half, man, is fucking unbelievable. That was probably the most fun I had in the theater this year, honestly. Me and DJ not knowing what the movie was, and just like 8 different people that came by themselves. Wild time.
Dude down front, I don't know, I think I'm getting that mixed up with Lamb.
The dude was Lamb.
What the fuck am I watching?
No, Titane was
Oh my god. Whew. Titane, yo, I totally forgot to. I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah.
You were just like, let's go watch it.
And that's it.
First 2 minutes. Boom. I'm like, oh shit, this bitch is dead. Walks out, she's stripping and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This fucking bitch stabbing niggas in the necks with her fucking...
With that
shit. The girls put out the chopstick. I don't fucking know. Then goes to some bitch's place, kills everyone in the place, goes home, fucks a car. What the fuck is this movie?
It's awesome.
So yeah, Titane makes what number was that? 8. Damn, we're only
Very solid pick.
Solid, yeah. You know it. You can see the enjoyment it just gave me on my face, and in the theater, I was just in tears. I was like looking at Chase, and Chase was looking at me. We're like, there's a part. Chase was like, bro, I swear, if a side mirror pops out her belly. Oh my god, dude, that shit was just funny. I enjoyed it. I don't know what I gave it. I think I actually critically enjoyed the movie to a certain extent because it was just so fucking weird. But
it's well shot too.
Yeah, well shot. Very descriptive.
Well done.
Very detailed. Lighting, I remember it being great. But of the loose details of the enjoyment and pure euphoria I got from watching it, I do remember very clearly. And so Titane makes my number 8.
It's a very solid pick. I would probably put it up there if we were doing a top 10 of movie theater experiences.
Oh yeah,
Titane's easily number 1 of the decade.
Yeah.
So didn't make my list. Good movie. I would rewatch it with like 10 people that haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And then if I have as much fun that time, it probably like cracks my top 10. So it's almost like on standby of like it's in my top 20 right now.
Okay.
But I could see it becoming a favorite later. It definitely has that appeal. But number 8 for me is a movie that came out back in February. It went into the Oscars already, this past Oscars, because who the fuck knows what's going on with all that. Putting Judas and the Black Messiah. Shaka King, man. This is a strong sophomore outing for this guy.
Okay.
I've been wondering, who's the next Scorsese gonna be? A lot of people put the Safdie brothers in there. I don't really think the Safdies have that kind of... Safdies are good, obviously, but I don't think they're the Scorsese itch that I have. Shaka King, granted, I haven't seen his first movie, but goddamn, man, did he make a kick-ass type Departed story in this environment with unbelievable acting from Kaluuya and Stanfield in particular. Like, oh my god, just the whole story of it is really intense the whole time. This movie just doesn't feel like it's somebody's second movie. It feels like it's somebody's 6th or 7th, that they've been well seasoned. And even though I don't think it's a masterpiece and Shaka King has a few more up his sleeve, I really do think the guy showed like, hey, I'm not here to fucking play. This is my second movie. I can't wait to see what he does with his third and fourth. Because then we're talking, I think, a movie that's my favorite of the year. Because the dude just shows a shit ton of potential at the moment.
Okay.
Just really blown away by how it was told, how it was done. And I was just very impressed with everything involved with this movie. Very, very good movie.
Okay. That was your number 8.
That was my number 8.
Number 8, okay. So we are number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. You put Judas and Black Messiah on there.
Yeah. Why is it your number 7? I mean, we're at the number 7. Is this the riddle?
Number 7, here's your riddle.
Yeah.
As you proceed to look at my list.
Did I just say it? Sorry.
Did you see it?
I have this weird side thing going on. Side note, I was working at Disney yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was on a rush to go to my new client. Someone's like, yo. And whenever someone says yo, I'm always bolting. I don't want to stop for anybody.
Like bolting away?
Yeah. I'm not going to stop. I got shit to do. Someone says, excuse me? No, I didn't hear it. You know?
Yo.
So I hear yo. I'm doing my bolt. He goes, Chase. It's our friend Malik.
Oh.
And I go back, yo, what's up? And then his girlfriend's like, you just completely ignored us. I'm like, well, I'm usually in go mode. And I was like, was I subtle about it? She's like, nah, I saw you do a little look. Like, she thought I saw who it was.
Yo.
So, yeah. So you have to talk to them for like 2 minutes because I still had to go.
Bolt mode.
Yeah. Well, I still had to go. I was like late for something.
Okay.
But it was like, I can't not stop, you know? So that is just an example.
Well, that was the bolt.
Oh, that's a look. No,
that was the look. That was the
subtle look.
The glance.
The glance.
Okay. Well, number 7 is, and I want to say this really quietly.
Oh. You gonna whisper it?
I want to say this really quiet.
That's really uncomfortable.
No, it's okay.
What if someone's listening to this in their car with their mom?
I'm not being sexual
You're making
about
them
it.
uncomfortable.
I'm not making them uncomfortable. Look,
You're making me uncomfortable.
I think that if you are to hear this, right, go somewhere where it's nice to go. Like, go to a quiet place.
Oh. That's your fucking riddle? What are we doing? You out of your mind? What's going on? Why does Quiet Place 2 make the list?
A Quiet Place 2.
Jesus.
So I remember.
We're gonna have so many dads subscribe now.
I know.
They're gonna love that.
A Quiet Place 2. I was on the border on this. This is where the list gets like, all right, DJ, did you see this? No. Did you? No. All right. Well, I got this. Quiet Place 2 makes it in this list. I couldn't find a medium. I think from 7 and on, like, there's just like this gray area where it's like I enjoyed it, and then everything above is like this shit is good, but this one was in the gray.
Do you not like this movie?
I liked it, but yes, I like the
Why did you just put it at number 10 then? Why you put it at the bottom?
I like the 80. I can't stop laughing. I like the ADR. You know, I like the noises.
Right. In a movie where there's no noise.
The acting's great,
Is it?
and that's A Quiet Place too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll talk more about it because it doesn't make my list. Just, I didn't fuck with it as much as the first one.
I don't think I did.
Why are we talking about
I don't even know why it's on. You know what? What if I do a little live edit?
Oh, you just... So it was above 3 movies.
Yeah.
And you're just going to take it off the list?
Yeah, I think live, right here, on camera for the world to see. I might just say, fuck A Quiet Place 2. And I'm going to put...
It just broke all of its rules from the first one to me.
Well, this is a podcast where we break rules.
No, I'm saying the Quiet Place 2 broke rules.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did. All right.
There's no rules here.
I'm going to do a little shifting.
Okay.
So this out. I already know what I'm going to do. That goes out. I'm moving that down. And then I'll just shift it down. Okay.
What?
We're back.
So are 10, 9, and 8 still solidified?
10, 9, and 8 are solidified.
Okay, what's number 7?
7.
Did you just add a random movie to the list?
Yes. Yes, I did. Because it was in the honorable mentions. And I was like, you know what? That's getting fucking mentioned.
But it jumps
But
3
it jumped the 3. We break rules around here. We don't We don't make the cookies. We just eat them.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right.
So number 7. Number 7 makes you feeling a little suicidal.
Jesus. Where's the fucking hotline? God.
Call the hotline. Because we feeling a little itchy.
Yeah, if you're watching too much John Campia, I'd call that too. Because your brain
my God, no, I don't
brain's going back.
No, not John Campia. But you know, sometimes you gotta squat up.
Find the good podcast.
You gotta squat up.
Right. We love you, John. Not really. You spoil so many fucking movies, dude.
Sean, come on, man.
Come on.
What the fuck's going on?
I can't do my Campia impression.
You should.
I can't.
He does a fucking great...
It'll come out when it needs to come out.
Okay.
Put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. Might be today, might not.
Suicide Squad.
Your second number 7.
Second number 7.
Right.
My number 7 part 2.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Suicide Squad. I enjoyed the movie.
A lot of people did.
He did not.
I did not.
Adam, I think, did not. I think Adam did. I think he said it was. No, he didn't. I thought it was fun. I had a good laugh with it. Maybe it's because it was like because you like dark humor too. I like dark humoristic jokes, and here like the jokes are in the form of death.
Right. And
Yikes!
You like suicide?
Not at all. If you're having an issue,
right,
you can
1-800 don't die.
Suicide Squad is, I think it's great. That's staying in. That's it. That's it. I thought it was funny. I had a good time with it. They didn't. I was laughing my ass off. And to this day, I think I rewatched it a second time. Admittedly, didn't like it as much as the first time. Mm-hmm. But I still think that, I don't know, maybe it's just James Gunn, because I've seen some of his other work too, and he kind of has that same humor outside of Guardians of the Galaxy, of course. And he has that very dark humor. Granted, I mean, he did do things.
You can't team me up with James Gunn jokes. We're starting off 2022 clean. Suicide jokes, okay. James Gunn jokes,
out the window. They have to wait.
I can't make a kid joke.
No.
No children.
I didn't say to make any kid jokes.
James Gunn did.
We're gonna stop.
Yeah, all right.
We're gonna stop. And so Suicide Squad, it makes it. This is a pretty fucked up number 7, but from here on out, it's solid. I think all the other ones are pretty much.
I'll let it slide.
Solid. Yeah, they're solid
because Weasel is an unbelievable character.
Yeah, you really love Weasel.
I fucking love Weasel.
Weasel died.
No, he didn't. He came back.
Right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Weasel is coming back with a fucking vengeance. I can't wait. I never disliked the movie, but couldn't wait for the sequel. Can't wait for motherfucking Weasel. God, he's so funny.
It fucking stands like
so
this.
Goofy. I want more Weasel.
I think that's his that his brother. No, I think that's James Gunn.
No, it's Sean Gunn.
Is it?
Sean? Yeah, it's his brother.
Yeah.
Sean Gunn, his name?
Yeah, Sean Gunn.
Yeah. He's doing some Weasel shit.
Weaseling it out.
So even though Suicide Squad didn't work for me, that was not good.
Not good.
Too childish.
I think you gave it like a 2.
Nah, well, out of 5, so 4.
Oh right, at the time because we weren't doing 10.
Yeah, we were doing 5 with each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Multiply by 2.
Yeah.
So I give it like a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
A below average for me. Not good.
Yeah,
to me.
Yeah.
Got annoyed by a lot, but I did love Weasel. So
okay.
There we go.
Yep.
Can't wait for Suicide Squad 2. 3.
Hold on.
The third. It's technically the third.
No.
What do you mean? They made one called Suicide Squad. They made one called The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but that's not canon to the new one.
Fuck all this. Make up your mind. Come on. It's the third one.
You sounded genuinely mad.
I am. It's just like, why are we wasting our time in 2016 then with this first one? It counts.
It doesn't.
The next one's going to be the Suicide Squad. Because it's the third one. My number 7 is also a superhero movie. This is why it's unheard of. I never have superhero movies on my list.
It just doesn't happen. It's the first year for you.
Yeah, but if I could go back, I would put Infinity War on my one list because Infinity War grew on me over time. It became one of those movies where, I don't know, if I'm eating chicken parm sandwich that I made, I want to watch 10 minutes of mindless entertainment, I'll throw on like an Infinity War fight, you know? That's when movies really make their mark.
Yeah.
So I would put Infinity War on my 2018. That was 2018?
2018.
I'd put it on my 2018 top 10, probably.
Okay.
But this year, I'm doing the unheard of, DJ. If you told me 2 years ago
Yeah.
that number 7, I was going to put the Snyder Cut on my top 10 movies of the year list, I would probably laugh in your face.
Bula bula bula.
I absolutely despised the original Justice League.
Yeah.
And everyone kept calling for this Snyder Cut thing, and it was kind of funny.
Movement.
A huge movement.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny to me. I was like, hey, you guys do what you want. I don't think this will ever happen. And I got proven wrong.
Yeah.
I said, holy shit,
Same
this is
here.
happening. But I still didn't think it would be good. Because the original Justice League is one of the worst movies I've probably ever seen.
Agreed.
I'm going to be on the record of it.
Yeah.
I could not believe, let alone did I enjoy this movie, that I thought it was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
This is one of the best superhero movies in years, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I might have another one.
Yeah.
I might have two.
Yeah.
It's unheard of.
Yeah.
But this one's the first one I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course.
I really want HBO to fix Game of Thrones the way they did with this.
Is that bad?
It's great. Until the last season.
Damn, they really fuck it up, huh?
They fuck it up.
Okay.
But you'll watch it one day. Don't worry.
It's on the
about
list.
the journey. It's about the journey.
Okay.
I was just really blown away by how many characters I hated in Justice League. I ended up finding pretty compelling here. The Flash is way better. Cyborg is way better. Aquaman is way better. He's less cringy. There's no that fucking sitting on the lasso and saying Gal Gadot's hot shit. None of that's in this movie. There's no, yep, I'm bleeding. There's none of that shit. That's all taken out. And not to say that was the only thing that made Justice League bad, but I was just genuinely impressed of how excited it made me for future movies that will never happen. Martian Manhunter, didn't know who the fuck that was. Just like, yo, that's Martian Manhunter.
Oh, he was like, who the fuck?
So he's got nothing.
Yo,
to
why
do.
was your Jason Momoa impressions?
Yeah, I hate that shit. That is so lame. I hate Aquaman. In his movies, in the original Justice League, but I actually kind of like
I
the
do shit so well. Like, why is this so good?
I'm not that good at it. It's okay. It could be better.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe. I bleed blood. I just couldn't believe this movie was this good.
Yeah.
I had a great time with it. All the epicness of it. Darkseid was cool.
Joaquin Phoenix's Joker? Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Yeah.
Jared Leto's
Your
Joker?
eyes just... You just got so mad at your comic book
A
self.
fucking soul left for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, where he wants to like make out with Ben Affleck. It's a little odd. But I do kind of like it in there. It got me so excited for a series or a show or a movie that will never happen. But the Snyder Cut wasn't ever supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So maybe this is the start of something. They're doing this multiverse shit with the Flash. I think there's a chance we get some more Snyder-esque stuff coming.
There's a whole movement for David Ayer's Suicide Squad.
Yeah, who the fuck cares? David Ayer maybe cares. Who else cares, dude?
Hey, you know, you got your yeah, what has he done? He did that one with Will Smith, the monster.
If the David Ayer cut of Suicide Squad's good, get the Suicide Hotline for me, because I won't believe it. DJ, what's your number 6?
Numero 6 is, this one I'll keep short because you pretty much hit all the notes. Judas and the Black Messiah.
Oh shit! There
Actually
we go.
made that list.
Fuck yeah!
It actually made the solid list.
And that was one thing I told you to watch.
The adjustment title was Suicide Squad. I was like, you know what? I'll put Suicide Squad in.
Okay.
Judas and the Black Messiah actually made this list. That was one of the ones that he told me to watch. He was telling me that we're gonna do this top 10. He was like, yeah, watch these movies. Admittedly, I never got around to all of them, but I did get around to some of them.
That's good.
Judas and the Black Messiah was fucking, that whole speech, just this fucking speech.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, I was like, I feel it. Mm-hmm. I felt that shit. So, this one I'll keep to a minimum because you really hit all the notes. The shit was really well written. I love the storyline. This isn't based off of anything, right? So it's an original.
Well, it's real people.
Okay.
So they're real life.
What's your number 6?
Number 6? You don't want to say anything else about?
No, that's it.
Black Messiah.
No, that's it, man.
The story's fucking crazy.
The story's crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Could never happen.
Could never. Fictional as fuck. Not like it says it in the movie. It just clicked with me. I was like, wait a minute. It says it. Go ahead.
I know I'm right that it's real, but you're making me question my reality now.
See, I was sure about it up until you just said that. Because I swear on everything. Doesn't it say it in the movie? Like, there's like subtitle text at the ending.
I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm in the letterbox description of the movie. I'm going to Google Fred Hampton. I'm going to copy paste.
He's for dead ass real. I know he's real. And, you know, I don't feel as much as a dumbass anymore because now he's roped into it and now he's not sure.
There's his
Fred
Wikipedia.
Hampton is real. So this
Unless
shit
they
is,
made a Wikipedia.
if there was at any point in the movie when you thought, damn, like this shit isn't happening, it's real.
Well, Judas and the Black Messiah is HBO. So what if this is Green Lantern?
I don't think I understood.
This is his origin story.
I don't think I understood any of what you just said.
It's HBO. It was Warner Bros.
Right?
Who owns DC.
Green Lantern.
Is this the Green Lantern origin story?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. You know,
so it's the Martin, like
apparently it's not real.
It's the Martin Luther King-esque story movement. So right, it's Green Lantern. Okay, right. I got you.
And then Martian Manhunter's in the after credits scene of Judas and the Black Messiah. It all ties together.
Martin Luther Jr. That's him. Come on now.
My number 6 is another Netflix movie.
Okay.
A lot of them this year. Hey DJ, you're an artist, right?
I do.
You're in a relationship, right?
I am.
Ever wonder if that could butt heads?
Being an artist and no, because my girl's an artist.
That could still butt heads, you know?
Yeah, maybe she likes, fucking, the dots, and I like blue periods.
Well, they touch on this in Malcolm and Marie. You see this movie?
No.
This is the Zendaya and Denzel Washington's son, John David.
Yeah. Oh, I'm interested to. How was it?
It was weird to watch with Olivia. That's for sure.
Oh,
because the whole thing is like the guy's an asshole, which I am as well. And he's obsessed with his career, which I am as well. And then Zendaya's mad about it, and I can understand why. And I'm like, damn. Sometimes I could be a piece of shit too. Maybe I don't know. It gets it really well.
Okay.
I'm gonna be on the record saying my relationship is good. It's not like that movie.
Right.
But there's definitely times where I could see if I became an egotistical asshole and I want the monologue to Olivia and Olivia would monologue to me, that would be this movie.
So 2 questions.
Yes.
Is Washington?
Yes.
He is an artist.
He's a director. He's a movie director.
Oh, so this really...
I think you would like it.
I'm going to watch it.
It's a very split movie.
I'll watch it with my girl.
A lot of people... Do it.
See how we feel about it.
A lot of people hate this movie. They think should be a play, which I can understand that point. And it's too monologue-y, and they think it's too on the nose because, like, one example is the director. Do you know David Ehrlich, the critic?
David Ehrlich?
Ehrlich. He's a big critic.
Nasty ass name.
He works for IndieWire. And he gave, I think, Sam Levinson is the director. He's the guy that did Euphoria.
Yeah.
And Assassination Nation. Great movie, if you haven't seen it.
Sounds familiar.
I think he wrote like a bad review or something of Assassination Nation. So in this movie, John David Washington, the whole movie takes place after his movie premiere.
Okay.
And him waiting on reviews. And he's like, that fucking white guy from IndieWire doesn't know what he's talking. Like, he's literally just calling out people.
Wow.
And some people don't like that. I think that's fucking awesome.
Wow.
I like that shit.
That's nice.
I
like that
it.
too.
Yeah. I think it's very well acted. I think Zendaya should have got nominated for an Oscar.
Really? Yeah. Oh, I gotta
John
watch
David
this.
Washington's also good. I don't think he's as good as Zendaya in this movie. It's by far her best performance ever.
Okay.
I think. Really interesting movie. I'll probably never want to watch it again because I was like, I don't want to be that guy for sure.
And the whole movie's in black and white.
Whole movie's in black and white.
I like that. Okay.
Don't know if it needed
The best choice. Yeah.
It's like one of those things like, oh, it's in black and white. There's no like. I like when movies have a purpose to the thing they do.
Yeah.
Maybe there is that I don't know about. I didn't think they really had a purpose.
Washington, you have his life, and it's a very, yin yang.
Very black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
some
Good
art,
movie, though.
art to be found in there.
Yeah. I don't think it's made many people's top 10 of the year list. I really fuck with it heavy.
Okay.
So it makes mine.
I will be checking this out.
Sounds good. I think you will like it.
We're at number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5. How can I do you have you wear watches?
Not now, but yeah.
Yeah, not now. You wear you wear jewelry, like you wear rings?
Right.
You wear rings?
No.
No, you don't wear any rings?
No.
You don't wear a ring on each finger?
No.
So you don't wear 10 rings?
Oh. I genuinely had no idea where you were going with this.
I know, I'm cryptic with it.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking
Quiet
stupid.
Place, you can't top the Quiet Place one.
I try to make them riddles. I'm going to, from here on out, I'm going to make them riddles. I'm going to have you guess them.
Okay.
Because I'm just telling you, in a very subtle and dumb-ashly way, what the movie title is. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Mm-hmm. Huge Marvel guy. I really, 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 really enjoyed Shang-Chi. A lot. I thought the action was great. Jokes I can do without. Awkwafina is Chase's favorite character in the movie. I personally didn't like Awkwafina as much. She wasn't inherently bad, but I could do without her character being the way that she was. Again, this is like Chase's favorite. I don't fucking know why, but it's his favorite. And I thought it was solid. I thought it was a solid piece, an introduction to a new character. I would say outside of Iron Man, it is the best since Iron Man, the best solo Marvel hero movie we've gotten. This is
not just Origin. You think just Solo in general?
Solo Origin.
I thought you just said solo movie.
No. Oh, I probably did. Sorry. Correct.
That's why I'm just specifying. Origin story.
Yeah, origin story. Yes. My fault. Yeah, an origin story. So I think this trumps Thor's. Thor 1 is fucking boring. Cap, I think this trumps that. Cap's not that bad, but this trumps that. Guardians of the Galaxy, I think this trumps that.
Really?
Yeah, I think this trumps Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is really fun. And I would say that those go head and head. And I would be that guy to be like, oh, that doesn't count because it's a team. But no, it's an origin story of the team. I really like this. Because this, I won't go into it because if you want to hear more in details about it, you can go and just watch the podcast review because we did review this movie.
No, we didn't.
We didn't?
No.
We didn't review Shang-Chi?
We started a month after it came out.
Oh, shit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe I will try to keep it to a minimum because I can go on and on and on about Marvel movies. You guys know this. But Shang-Chi, I feel it starts off with this hero being inherently overpowered. And he knows this. And he's even the antagonists of the story, or which is his father, knows this. There's a point in the movie where he's like, I told the fucking team that they weren't going to be able to kill you. So I think that's a really daring thing to have your protagonist start off as such a powerful person and almost mistakenly to be non-powerful because he's just wearing fucking clothes, he's drinking and shit, going out, whatever. And then you have that whole bus scene. The whole bus sequence was phenomenal for me. And he's just whooping their ass. And, he's just like, yeah, I have this history where I'm the deadliest nigga on this earth. I'm like, oh, what? So I really like that. And then on top of that, he manages to get 10 fucking rings that do 10 different things. So I thought it was a very solid origin movie. Towards the end, it gets a little wonky with its phantasmic, mystical creature battle. It's a very CGI fest. But no, man, yeah, this makes my 5. Both as a Marvel fan, mainly as a Marvel fan, honestly. There is some bias in this where it does make my 5, and I really did enjoy it.
It would make my top 15. It was a good movie until Awkwafina ruins it and should be thrown in prison.
That's your favorite character.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. My favorite person, too. Actually,
favorite person?
Ever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we should invite her over.
I was going to say, what kind of name is Awkwafina?
I think.
Are you trying to get attention?
Oh no, how's Zephyr Hills?
Why are we looking at the trash can?
No, I was looking at
a trash name. My number 5 is also a Marvel movie.
Really?
You heard it here. Chase is saying has 2 superhero movies
back to
on
back
his list.
too.
Well, add Malcolm and Marie in the middle. You know,
yeah,
split
you're right.
it up. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put Spider-Man No Way Home on here. I saw this movie twice in theaters. I never go to the movies for twice. I saw it with you in our private rented theater. Great experience.
Yeah.
Then I went home for Christmas. My dad wanted to see it. He's like, hey, I got spoiled. And we could spoil it here because if you're listening to this podcast, you've probably seen the movie. Mm-hmm. Got Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in the movie. My dad heard about that. He's like, yo, I want to see that. So we went. We had a good time. This is... I think we take for granted that this movie exists. Just because there was so much build-up hype. The internet being in the state that it is, we all kind of figured Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were going to be in this movie. And the first time I watched it, I was like, this is really good. Wish I did a little more. Then I watched it a second time, like, I still wish they did a little bit more. But at the same time, like, I'm just so happy that I'm living in a time where this movie exists. I got to see this in the movie theater when it came out. Because we're about to enter this level of superhero movies that I feel like I'm finally excited for, like everyone else has been. I was just kind of tired of origin story, really good second movie, Avengers movie, and that's it. Now we're getting into this point where all this multiverse shit, anything is possible. I go in DJ's room once a day and yell a random fucking theory I got, and I can't wait for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
It continues to this day.
It continues to this day, and it won't stop, because after that, it's going to be fucking whatever the Avengers movie is. I don't know. The limits to what Marvel can do now is unbelievable. We'll see what DC does with their Flash movie. They're always playing catch up.
Yeah.
Maybe they do some cool shit too. I don't know. But I know this is going to be on DJ's list, so you don't have to talk about it yet. I'm sure it's going to be higher.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can just go to your number 4, and we can talk about it more when it comes on the list.
Number 4?
Your number 4.
My number 4.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Come on.
The number 4?
The number 4 is...
Spider-Man No Way Home?
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, shit. Okay. I thought it was going to be your number 1.
No.
Oh, shit. Okay.
There's actually... I will admit, and I'll say this when I say the next title, I was teetering between the two.
Okay.
But this made number 4.
Okay.
This made number 4. Again, I mean, you went first. You said a lot of it. I will build upon that and say that it's very ambitious for this. This movie is just straight ambition. Like, I feel like, because I will admit, I went to go rewatch it a second time, and it didn't hit as hard for me the second time.
Oh, I'm the opposite.
It hit harder.
I liked it a little bit more. I appreciate it more.
I didn't like it as much the second time, and I think the reason why, at least from personal preference, it a lot of the movie is like shock value, and like you stayed away from the secrets, and then you watch it and you're like, holy shit, like this is the result, and so you kind of already know the result. So all you have left is like you have those interactions and things like that, which I really look forward to, and I wanted to keep watching those interactions, and it leaves you like wanting more, and I really like that. But I just know now, I know like the secret's out kind of thing, and I watch, and I'm like, okay. To this day, I don't give a fuck. Yo, Daredevil in this movie, I yell the same way now as I did when I did the podcast review. Daredevil is in the movie. That shit is bonkers. They got the nigga from Netflix, and then you got Spider-Man from Sony 2000s, and then you got the other Spider-Man from Sony like 2010s, and then you got the new Spider-Man. There's no Marvel Studios, when they made this whole idea and concept of integrating different heroes and like this whole integral story and keeping it ongoing, was unheard of. Like, there was like shows, and I don't even think maybe not even movies, maybe, I don't know, but shows were definitely like Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron and shit like that.
Fuck yeah.
No one was taking that shit seriously. Zack and the Sweet Life on Deck of fucking Hannah Montana and Zack and all that shit. No one took that shit seriously. Marvel said, we're gonna do that. And I feel like a lot of people overlook that whole concept because it's literally how the comics works. Like, you see a Spider, and then Kevin Feige has said this multiple times, he wants to be, like, to cater to comic fans where, like, someone will go to the comic shop and they'll read Spider-Man issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then read issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Iron Man, and then read issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Captain America, and then there's the Avengers issue, and everyone's like, holy shit, they got the characters from the comics, and they fucking put it in the fucking comics. That's the movies. Mm-hmm. And so they went even as far as to say, you know what, we're gonna go outside of our comic realm and we're gonna reach into another fucking comic. We're gonna reach into another comic where these other fucking characters are playing these other characters. And they did it in real life. They reached out to Sony and said, yo, get the nigga who played the OG Spider-Man. Get the nigga who played the Spider-Man after him, and let's fuse them with the Spider-Man movie, and then fuse the villains that they had in those movies with the original actors, have them in the movie, and put Doctor Strange. It is insane. So I give them props. Ambition alone, despite me not liking it as much the second time, Ambition alone, you guys get cookie points. And this shit makes the fourth one. Honestly, this shit might, me talking just how hype I am, the shit might go up to 3. There you go. I'll be honest. So we'll see. I might make that decision on the next, when I say the next one.
Gotcha. My number 4. I hate to spoil it because it's going to be on your list, you know?
Okay.
It's Dune.
Okay.
DJ's a big Dune guy. Dune is fucking awesome. The more I think about it, the more I like it. I can't believe Denis Villeneuve got all this money to make the perfect iteration of what the fuck Dune should be. Because I tried to give Dune a chance in the book. Couldn't get through it. Tried to give the first Dune David Lynch thing a shot. I knew it was bad. Still gave it a shot. It was so bad that I said no one could ever make a good version of this. And yet I get Dune Part 1 and it's good. Mm-hmm. Everything visually looks stunning. It just feels like Denis Villeneuve went to Arrakis, just brought his camera, and everything is real. Like, I believe this planet exists because no one could use movie magic to make this entire world with all this money happen. And I appreciate that because I feel like it's something that is sorely lacking in blockbuster cinema today. And the reason I walk out of a lot of blockbuster movies, I'm like, because they have all this money and they don't do anything with it, and you have shitty special effects when the things in 2001 sometimes look better than the things in 2021, I feel like that's a problem. Doesn't happen all the time, but the Fellowship of the Ring, which we're going to get DJ to watch soon, the first Lord of the Rings, yeah, it's kind of dated, but there's still some effects in there. You're like, this looks way better than anything coming out right now. And I feel like Denis Villeneuve is one of these first guys. We're going to hit a new generation of special effects filmmaking where he's like, you know what? Fuck it, guys. We got to use all this money they're giving us. We got to do something cool. We can't all take the biggest paycheck for the actors. Let them take a little pay cut. Let's put it all into the visual stuff. Let's make something cool. I want to be a big fan of blockbuster cinema again, and 2021 was the first year in a while that made me feel like it could happen again. I can't let too much dead air, DJ, in case someone's listening, you know?
Yeah.
But DJ's listening silently.
Yeah, that is a fair point. You know, if you are listening, that was a lot of dead air.
Right.
Of
Arrakis.
Yeah.
Of sand.
You know, you said that's probably gonna make my list.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Oh yeah.
If it made my list.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
For those who are listening, you can't see me right now, but I'm it didn't make my list. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
DJ's not a Dune guy.
No.
We tease you.
If you want to listen to my review, you can go back, listen to my review.
Right.
Say right now, that shit's not on my list. But number 3, Army of the Dead.
Fuck yeah.
Army of the Dead.
I'm glad you brought it up.
Army of the Dead makes it, and you see now I'm teetering though. I think Spider-Man might need to fucking get up there. But Army of the Dead is on this list. It was fun. Man, that whole John Wick sequence with this girl fucking going in the dark, I fucks with that. That's probably an underrated scene, at least for me, and probably my favorite scene of the whole movie, even though there's a lot of good scenes in this. But the chemistry is Zack Snyder did this.
Yeah.
Okay. I for a second I thought it was James Gunn. Yeah, Zack Snyder. This seems like a very James Gunn-esque.
This is what I wanted Suicide Squad to be, honestly.
Yeah. The dynamic, the way the characters are written, like everyone has like a task, a role, and everyone kind of flows well. They even made it work because what's his name? Chris D'Elia was supposed to be the helicopter medic person,
and they
green screened him out.
Underage girls. And that kind of went downhill.
Snapchatted underage girls, and so they Snapchat filtered his ass out of the movie. Fucking got this other woman, and I mean, honestly, unless like you bring it up and you really look, you can't really tell the difference.
Right.
And shit works.
They put the change gender filter on.
Change gender filter, yeah.
Snapchat. Like when it's like, what would DJ look like as a girl, and use that one? That's what they did.
What would Chris D'Elia look like as not?
That's what I'm saying. Like
underage snapping girls.
Thank God people are using their CGI money well in some cases.
Yeah, Snapchat's doing it, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know Snapchat had that ability, bro. That's just crazy. No, but no, it was funny. It was funny in points. It was serious at points, and I felt like it had high stakes. It ends on a very not so happy note, which I like in movies, and usually zombie movies is just, which is a lot of the reason why a lot of people don't like zombie movies. I fucking love zombie movies, and it's very much like a point A get to point B kind of linear exposition, and avoid the zombies in between. But this one has development, and it has texture and meat to it, where different people have a different motive, and it's a heist movie. Now they did come out with another one called
Army of Thieves.
Didn't
watch it.
I don't know if it's a prequel or if it's
a prequel.
It would have to be a prequel.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it. It is on my list of things to watch because I really enjoyed Army of the Dead, and yeah, this makes number 3.
I'm glad you brought it up because when I said Mitchell's vs. Machines was my 10th and there was like 6 battling for it, Army of the Dead is one of those movies. Mm-hmm. A lot of people really hated this movie.
Really?
And I don't know why. I think this is one of the most fun movies to come out in a while. I was on the record of saying, and I think I still stand by it, I'm not a zombie movie fan, so take this with a grain of salt. It's probably my favorite zombie movie. It is fucking awesome. Wow. Like, the way they make the zombies, like, militant, and they have, like, a leader, and he has, like, relationships, and they kill, like, his wife and shit. This movie is full of crazy shit. When some people die and it happens, it was like Game of Thrones moments to me. Like, one of the reasons that Game of Thrones is awesome is there's things that happen, you're watching it, it's like a casual scene, and then, like, a main character dies, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, you can't believe it, like, what they do. Army of the Dead does that, like, 1 or 2 times, and I fucking loved it. There's zombie tigers! That's fucking awesome! What more do you want in a zombie movie? Why is this not fun to you? You know? What else do you want? Everyone was like, this is kind of bad. What do you want from a zombie movie? If this isn't the quintessential zombie movie, what is?
Yeah. Doesn't
make my top 10, but God, I'll fight for it as an honorable mention. This thing was fucking fun.
I agree. I didn't know that people didn't like it.
It's got like a 2.8 on Letterboxd.
Damn.
Get some taste. Enjoy a zombie movie, for Christ's sake. I don't think it's the best piece of zombie content I've ever seen. I think Walking Dead seasons 1 through 3 is still probably, like, in my opinion, the best zombie thing. Mm-hmm. And they've ruined The Walking Dead.
Fucked it up.
It fucked it up so bad.
I stopped after season 5. I actually like.
I stopped around there too.
You didn't see. So you saw Negan.
I watched Negan on YouTube. I think he comes around season 6.
Yeah, I think so. Yo, that whole Negan thing. Oh my God, it was good. I was actually rooting for him for some odd reason. I was rooting for the villain, but he was. That's a whole other thing. We'll talk about that afterwards because that shit is so good. But
they ran it into the ground. But besides those 3 seasons of Walking Dead, in my opinion, this is the best zombie piece of entertainment we got in movies or TV.
Okay.
So it's your number 3.
Yeah. Appreciate the fight.
Of course. Close to making my list. Didn't make it. Just missed out. My number 3. Don't know if you got around to catching this one yet. It's King Richard. The story of Serena and Venus Williams and their father. Went into this movie thinking I was going to think it's fine. But I love movies like King Richard. You know, where it's a sports drama. You feel like your dad would love it. It's very rewatchable, even though I haven't rewatched it yet. It just feels like one of those movies I could put on every, 2.5 years. It's on TV. I'm sick. I have the flu. And I need something easy to watch past the time that's going to make me feel better. King Richard is that kind of movie. It's got unbelievable acting. I'm going to say Will Smith gives the best performance of the year. Definitely deserves his Oscar. Of the year.
Oh, I got to watch it.
Of everybody. I think he absolutely fucking obliterated this role. He's so good in it. I think the story is very heartfelt. I thought I knew the story of Serena and Venus Williams, but there's so many details in here that are just so great, and I didn't know, so that made it more enjoyable. John Bernthal's gives a great supporting actor.
John Berthold's in the movie.
He's
fucking love.
He's in like the second half.
Shit!
He's an awesome in his supporting role. There's one scene with him in their hometown in Compton that is so fucking funny. One of the best moments of the year. I think
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
I want to show you just the clip. If you're watching it, you gotta let me know when you're watching it.
Okay.
I'll time it so I know roughly around the time to come in.
You're gonna be in the room like,
I gotta see your reaction to this one scene.
Okay.
It's so funny.
I got you.
Just really awesome movie. Kind of gives me the same vibe I have with Moneyball. Did you see Moneyball?
Yeah.
Do you like Moneyball?
I did.
You know how it has that kind of like likable, rewatchable type feel to a sports movie? This is like that.
I was gonna say, what is this? This sounds similar. I thought it was gonna be on the same vibe as I, Tonya. Did you like I, Tonya?
I didn't really like I, Tonya that much. I thought it was okay.
Oh,
I, Tonya was very more dramatic than feel good.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, you know?
Okay, I see what you mean by Moneyball.
This is like the feel good type.
Oh, I like that.
Like you enjoy watching it movie.
Okay.
It's shockingly 2.5 hours long and you never get bored.
Okay.
That's what I like. I don't mind if your movie's 2.5 hours long. The problem is everyone makes a 2.5 hour movie and you're boring and long.
Yeah.
This movie's not that. It's 2.5 hours. It doesn't feel a lot faster than that, but it also feels like every minute is earned. And you never get bored. There's always something new going on. And I appreciate that. It's a really likable movie to me. Okay. I thought it was great.
All right.
And it makes my number 3 of the year.
Okay. Number three. We're on number 2. We're at the 2s. Number 2. Tick, tick, boom.
Oh, shit. The man that doesn't like musicals puts his musical at number 2.
Tick, tick, boom, Nate, number 2, dude. And I was like, damn, no, that's wrong. I tried to look at the movies I saw. Tick, tick, boom, it's number 2, man. You put it at, I don't even know if you put it on the list.
I put it at number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mine's is, yours is 2 away from 10. 1 away from 10. Mine's 1 away from 1. I guess I'll elaborate on why I like it so much. I agree with you that the songs are not memorable. There's not really a song that I can point out that's like, oh, I really like that song. But when it's not, I was so enthralled and invested in the story. I knew nothing of this man, kind of like you. I don't think you knew anything, right?
Not really, no.
I didn't know.
I knew he wrote Rent.
I didn't even know that.
Okay, there you go.
I was like, what the fuck is Rent? I knew that you went to go see it.
But you don't know much about Rent.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had no fucking clue. Again, I watched this with my girl Nicole, and we watched it, and I was so invested in the story. And whenever they broke out into musical number, I didn't fucks with it. But the story for me was so, which is interesting because it's not really a written story more so than it is just his life that he lived. It was so. I guess relatable. I mean, not relatable because I'm not living that life, but like, you know, you find yourself in a rut and like writing, and you know, you got like responsibilities and things like that, and his life is just going into shambles. And the performance that Andrew Garfield delivers as this man, and both in his, it's so heartfelt when he's in such a low place, but he has such an upbeat manner to him. And then towards the end of the movie, or like towards, you know, the movie, as the movie progresses, you just see him like break, but he still has this optimism to him, and you can't help but just root for this guy. And I really like that. Whenever like literally, he would be like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. He would say something, and then you hear the drum. I'm like, fuck! No, I don't need a fucking song right now, man.
Yeah.
But it got me to that point where like I was so invested. I'm like this, like holy shit. And then you hear the doom, and you hear the music. I'm like, oh my god. And they do the musical number, okay, and they stop, and then I'm like right back into it. I really like the story. I did not know that this man died. A day before.
Well, I knew he died, but I didn't realize. Yeah, the day before.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And they say that at the beginning of the movie. And then I like that they do that. They say it, and then you get his story. And then they say it again. And that shit hits so hard.
I think it was a great choice to tell you in the beginning.
A night like parallelism, I really like that, man. And I'm not gonna lie, like at some points, maybe, I don't know if it's because I felt for the guy or maybe the story was just there, but there was a couple times when, like, dead ass, like, I felt a little tear coming on. I was like, dude, I fucking feel for this dude. And then he, like, his best friend, because it's during the AIDS pandemic, so his best friend has AIDS. I was like, damn, man. And then they start singing right after he says, I got AIDS. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I wasn't with that, but yeah, basically the story and the beats, I loved it. The songs not so much, but the songs can be overlooked. They weren't bad. They were very enjoyable, and the story was great. The credit sequence of showing the actual man himself in the performances, I really, really liked, man. And so, songs aside, even even with the songs, they weren't inherently bad. I fucks with it, and it makes my number 2.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it's very well put.
Yeah, this is. I will say this is the last thing. A lot of musicals is like very in your face. This is integral music.
Right.
Like this is. There's a name for it where music is infused with the dialogue, and then there's music that's outside.
Diegetic.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
It's diegetic where when music is playing, it's because he's playing the music.
Yeah.
Whereas it's not like he's saying something and he's like, oh.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of scenes where he's singing with his friends because that's what he used to do. Or like that scene where he goes out to that lonesome park and he starts playing the piano. I really like that because that adds to the story. It doesn't really take me out of it. That's him being vulnerable. So the more I talk about it, I really liked it, man. I really liked it. So number 2.
That's awesome. I also want to add, I love how Tick, Tick, Boom was the second play he actually wrote, and the whole movie revolves around the style of that Tick, Tick, Boom.
Yep.
That was a cool little thing as well. My number 2. It's a movie we watched a year ago. We skipped Sundance this year. That's okay. But last year, we watched a little movie called Mass, which didn't get a lot of attention this year. This is a movie, if you don't know what it is, it's about 2 sets of parents. The one set is the parents of a victim of a school shooting, and the other 2 parents are the parent of the shooter involved. And it takes place, I think it's a couple months after the shooting occurs. I haven't rewatched this movie. I saw it about a year ago. But there are so many moments of this movie that still just burned into my mind. If there's one thing I take away from this movie, is the performances are some of the best I've probably ever seen in my entire life. There's these 4 people. Each of them feels so authentic to what that person would feel. Because you go into the movie thinking, what can they do with just one conversation? Like, you assume it's going to be powerful, but does it warrant making a movie out of it? And I think Kranz, I think is his name. Let me click on this. He was involved with Cabin in the Woods. Fran Kranz is his name. Director. Really proved, yeah, we can make a full fucking movie out of this.
In one setting.
In one setting. Yeah. And if we're looking at it and being honest, cinematically a pretty boring setting. It's just the basement of a church, and there's one table, there's like coffee. And a lot of people have made the argument, well, why can't you just make this a play? And most of the time, I would agree with those points. Like, as much as I did enjoy Malcolm and Marie and put it on this list, I think you could definitely make the argument, well, this could work as a play. Actually not, because the dialogue in Malcolm and Marie works way better because it's about movies. It's about being a movie director, so I take that back, actually. But a lot of times, I would agree, in a movie like this, yeah, just make it a fucking play. They do some subtle things with the camera in Mass where it zooms in at particular points that I feel like emphasizes so much more and works so much better cinematically as opposed to doing it on stage. It's a hard movie to talk about, hard movie to watch for sure, but all 4 are great. I think Ann Dowd for me, who's the mother of the school shooter, was the one I would nominate. At first, it's the other mom. What's her name? Martha Plimpton? I don't know. Well, she hadn't done too many other big roles. But Ann Dowd has a moment towards the end where you think it's ending, and then there's one more. There's one more to fucking knock it out of the park. And that image has kept me up a couple times this year. I'm about to fall asleep, and I think of that moment. It randomly pops in my head, and I'm like, fuck. I swear to God, it's happened like 2 times. It's so like haunting in its own way. I really fuck with this movie. I think it's one that everybody should see. and it really had an impact on me this year. One of the 2 amazing movies I saw this year.
Mass didn't make my list, so that I did run across that. Mass didn't quite make my list. Probably more so because we did watch it a year ago.
Yeah,
so there's a lot
almost
more.
borderline last year.
Yeah, there's a lot more feature films that were like fresh in my head that I enjoyed. This is very much like if you love the drama and you know, yeah, like this is it. Like this is as dramatic as it fucking gets. It's in one sitting, and it's just dialogue, but it hits hard. And so I'm glad that you put that on the list. You know, at the sake of me not mentioning it, because that was a good movie, and that is a movie that I think people should see. And up until you just said, I didn't even think about it. You mentioned theatrical play, and at first, while you were saying it, I was like, that actually could work as a play. But then I thought about it more, and you elaborated more, and I agreed this would not work as a play. It possibly could, but it wouldn't hit as hard as it did cinematically for those reasons, for the camera cues and things like that. But more so than that, the emotion that facially that you have to like see like fully in front of you, because with plays you kind of sometimes can miss that, and that can go missed because of, you know, where you're seated at or anything like that, or maybe if you watch it from home maybe, but how close it is, it makes it personal, like you're in the room with them. And I feel like that's how it's shot too, and I really like this, so good on you for putting that on there.
Fuck yeah.
Mass.
Now we both have our number 1.
And yeah, and I will spoil, you haven't said my number 1.
You haven't said my number 1.
So I think we might have the same number 1.
Should we yell it at the same time?
I think we should. What? Because
if crazy would it be? If people know me well, they know what my number 1 is. I'm not saying you. I'm saying from the public opinions I've put on this movie and how much I've pushed for people to watch it, they probably know what my number 1 is. So why don't we yell it at the same time?
Okay, I want to make sure I got the name right. Okay.
3.
Watch it. Hold on. Wait.
Watch it. I hope it's 2 different ones. That'd be fun.
I hope it's the same one.
3, 2, 1. 9 days.
Card counter. Damn.
What did you say?
The card counter.
Oh shit. Okay, that was one of my honorable mentions.
Damn.
That's okay.
9 days. Wait. Because I forgot about that. I didn't see that in the list when I was looking at 2021 movies.
Oh yeah. Now hold on.
So unprofessional right now.
Hold on. Do you have to? Where would you put 9 days on your list? You don't have to put it at the number 1.
Yeah. Damn, man.
But would it make your top 10 now that you know?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure, dude. Damn. It would. I would put card counter still as first, but 9 days would make it.
Where on the list though? How high?
Oh, high.
Oh shit. Okay, we could both talk about it in a second, but
you can talk about yours first.
But we were
okay. Yeah, you're right. We got a formula.
We got a formula.
I'm being mad unprofessional shit. All right. The card counter. The main character. Who was it that we would call you? The main character, right? Main character's Chase.
I am. I wrote down the line. Played by Oscar Isaac.
Yep.
Someone's talking to him about like, oh, you gotta meet this person, and the quote is, "I've met enough people." That is me to a T. I hate people. I've met enough of them. I know who I like.
Yeah, this was the first movie. So, you know, a little Film Bros podcast
inspiration
history.
Yeah, history.
You know, there was a lot of movies that we came to a disagreement about. We talked about this off camera, where I was very open on it, and Chase wouldn't quite communicate to me on these things about how he felt on movies. And so we came together and we're like, yo, we need to like openly talk. Let's put a camera. Let's talk about these movies. Before we can get the podcast going, we saw this movie. This was the first movie, I think, since us moving in, if I'm being honest. Unless I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was the first movie we actually came to an agreement.
Agreed.
And we were like, this shit was good.
Yeah.
And this shit was really good. We both came to agreement on it, and it kind of inspired us. Like, yo, we should... Because we had a lot of words to say on it. And so it kind of inspired, I guess this movie is kind of like the inspiration for this whole podcast. It inspired us to do this and put these cameras in front of us and talk about it. I really like this movie. If I'm being honest, it's so long ago that I don't remember it beat for beat in the details. But I do remember the moments. Yeah. And I remember it being a very interesting interaction between him and then this kid that he just kind of like had coming along with him. It was very cryptic who the fuck this guy was. Like, he would go to like apartments like on different days and fucking lay out fucking white sheets that were like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, who you can't get a read on him. Like, is he gonna shoot up a spot? Like, I don't know who he is. And you slowly you start slowly like diving into his story, but it's not from him telling it. Really, it's kind of like through the stories that like this kid is reading, or not this kid, there's other guys reading that he has bringing along with him. And then, come to find out that it's just like a really tragic, fucked up like thing that he went through at, I think it was at Guantanamo Bay, if I'm not mistaken. And he was one of the, again, this was so long ago.
I think it's Abu Ghraib.
Yeah, I think it was that. It was somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And like he's just scarred from like the music and the way that they filmed those sequences is with the fisheye.
360.
A 360, yeah. So with 360, which I felt made it even more.
It's like, what the fuck?
Intense, yeah. So there's a lot of so it has camera techniques in it. It has the wonderful performance from both Oscar Isaac and I don't know who's the supporting actor.
Ty Sheridan. You're talking about the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ty Sheridan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, it's been a while.
I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then it all wraps up and concludes. The general who ends up hating like with this fucking absolute heart is a major actor that we know. I'm forgetting who. Whatever. Point is that it concludes with him like meeting up with them. I think it's a really heartfelt story, and not only that, but you learn a little bit of gambling in here, a little bit, because he is an expert at what is it? It's Texas Hold'em, blackjack. I think it's blackjack because he counts the cards.
I think it was it? I forget. I think it was blackjack he was playing.
I think it was blackjack, yeah, because he counts the cards so he can get 21 or whatever. I could be wrong. The point is, I think it's a really good movie. This definitely was, of all the, like literally I was going down the list of 2021 movies, because this was so long ago, I actually didn't remember it. The moment I saw it, I was like, oh, that's number one. That's easily number one. That one by far. The other ones were a little bit of a struggle from 6 and on, clearly with 7, which we kind of fucked up a little bit. But that one, I was like, oh, number one. So let me put that first, and let me work my way down. And Card Counter was really good.
It was one of those ones that was fighting for the 10th spot.
Okay.
For sure. Great movie. Really good movie. Almost made the list. I'm going to say, before I talk about 9 Days, the more I talked about Army of the Dead, the more Army of the Dead is my number 10.
You made the list.
Mitchell's vs. Machines, very good. Put Army of the Dead in the 10th spot. The way I talked about it in the fans, the more I remembered it, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Army of the Dead's number 10.
Army of the Dead's good, guys.
Yeah.
It's good.
But
solid.
My number one of the year is 9 Days.
9 Days.
Saw it at the world premiere of Sundance.
While you do that, I'm going to reevaluate where I'm going to put 9 days.
That's fair. This movie had an enormous impact on me. When I saw that Sundance Film Festival, I said, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. It really just kept sitting with me. And I couldn't wait to talk about this movie more. And then with COVID happening, I wasn't sure when we were going to be able to see it theatrically, because it technically would have made the top of my 2020 list, but it came out theatrically in 2021, so we're talking about it now. Since then, I saw the movie made by Correda, which is called Afterlife. It inspired 9 Days. You could argue 9 Days ripped it off. I argue it's more of a spiritual successor that he really pays tribute to. And this movie just made me feel happy to be alive. And I like movies that make me feel that way. Sometimes you watch a movie like Mass, and it makes you scared to be alive. And then you watch a movie like 9 Days, and it's like, you know what? There is joy to life. I'm glad we get to live in a time where we can enjoy things. And we live in the best time you could be alive, you could argue. And 9 Days just makes me feel that way. I admittedly liked it a tiny bit less on the rewatch when I brought DJ to the theater, but I also think a major reason for that is because I was sitting next to some fuck who kept falling asleep.
Oh, yeah.
For no reason. We are in an empty theater. It's like when you go to take a piss, and there's all these empty urinals, and the guy comes to the one next to you for some reason. Pick another one. Go anywhere else. So this old fuck comes with his wife, sits next to us, falls asleep like 7 fucking times. I don't care if you fall asleep in a movie, just don't do it next to me when the theater's empty. I kept telling DJ, like, I'm gonna have to fucking move if he does it one more time. I couldn't, I was about to get arrested for homicide because I couldn't stand this old piece of shit. Get out of the seat. Move seats. So I think my second viewing of 9 Days was hindered a bit. It might still be a 5, but I changed it to a 4.5 that day, a 9 out of 10, because I was just so fucking annoyed. So I do want to rewatch it a third time. Adam, what's your favorite movie of the year? We're talking about our number 1. Has the best music of the year. You know?
Yes, the music is good.
Amazing score.
Oh, I gotta listen to that shit
acting,
afterwards.
Amazing production design. And just made me feel something, man. But where would you put 9 Days in your list?
9 Days is 3.
Number 3.
Yeah. I pushed, so...
That was Army of the Dead?
It was Army of the Dead.
So you pushed that down.
I pushed that down, and West Side Story gotta go.
West Side Story's out.
So...
you can only have one musical.
Yeah. It was either that or Fast and Furious 9. But Fast and Furious 9, again, I went for enjoyment towards the bottom of my list. That shit was funny as fuck. Mm-hmm. That shit was just hilarious. West Side Story. And I get my musical taste from Tick Tick Boom.
There you go.
You know, so 9 Days makes number 3. That I forgot all about that one.
Do you have any honorable mentions now?
So I don't have an honorable. I wanted to deter from you, so we can have 2 different flavors. So I want you to have the honorable mentions.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure we might line up, or if anything, I'll key in. But I actually have a. How many honorable mentions do you have?
Looks like I have 15 I could throw in.
Damn!
DJ, this is why I tell you to get on Letterboxd. You just add every movie you see into a ranked list every time you see it. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to the end of the year, you don't miss 9 days.
Okay.
You know? It makes it easier for you.
Well, I have a top 5 terrible fucking movies of the year.
We'll do that after then.
Yeah, well, I'll let you go first.
I'll do these fast. So technically Mitchell's vs. Machines is one now. Just put Army of the Dead number 10. But I said
and I'll say whether if a lot of these I probably haven't seen.
Card Counter.
Yeah.
Malignant, you didn't like as much. I had a great fucking time with Malignant. Last Duel is an honorable mention for me.
Okay. That was an honorable mention for me as well.
Pig with Nicolas Cage, really good movie.
Really want to see it.
Cusp is a documentary. I think you were... we watched that at Sundance, but you fell asleep that one, I think, because you were so tired with the pools.
From Pools, yeah.
Really interesting documentary if you want to see...
I woke up to some 7-year-old girl saying, "Fuck you, bitch."
Yeah, it's that one. It's that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a good time with it. Crazy documentary. Summertime was this poetry movie, musical type thing from Sundance, made by the guy that made Blind Spotting, which is very good. Ryan the Last Dragon, Disney movie.
I did see it.
No, you didn't.
I did. Yeah, I didn't.
Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up. You didn't get to see Don't Look Up?
No.
Fuck. DJ literally told me
literally watching
that a comet is... There's a 2% chance...
Because I want to watch it with someone who hasn't seen it.
But
so I'm watching it with my girl on Monday. Because my roommate's fucking weeks.
DJ said there's like a 2% chance a comet's going to hit us. He told me this back in October, and I was kind of shitting my pants. I'm like, 2% is too high. You know? Mm. And then I watched this movie, and everyone's like, oh, this is an obvious thing for climate change, which it is. But also there's a comet that could hit us. Let's not act like this is fantasy here. Mm. You said it's 2% chance by 2028. That's way too soon. I got too much shit to do.
That's what the scientists are saying.
We better hit 1,000 subscribers by then.
I don't think it's 2%. I think it's like 1.8.
That's too fucking high. 1.8 is too high for a comet to hit. Pleasure. It's about porn. Good movie. Titane. Crazy movie.
Crazy movie. Also about porn, just with cars.
Red Rocket. Another porn movie.
Sounds pornish.
Pretty good. Encanto. Not porn. Disney.
Encanto.
Good.
You liked it.
Coda. You like deaf people? They got plenty here.
Loved Coda.
Very good movie.
Almost made 10.
And then Shiva Baby.
What?
If you like funerals, you like sugar babies, you get one in the same right there. Good movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
What are you...
Top 5 terrible?
You gotta do them fast, though.
Okay. Yeah. I'll start from 5 and work my way up.
I'll do my 5 least favorite as well after you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, 5. Antlers.
Really? Disliked it that much?
Fucking hated Antlers, dog. Okay. I went to go see it with a friend of mine named Jaylene. Fucking hated it. 4. Matrix Resurrections. Fucking
That's
trash.
my number 4 worst of the year, too.
Fucking hated it.
Fuck Matrix.
3. Free Guy.
I didn't see Free Guy.
I saw it with Adam. If Adam was here, he would tell you his thoughts on Free Guy, but it was absolutely god awful terrible.
Because we need to hear his number one.
Adam, what was your thoughts on Free Guy?
What's your thoughts on Free Guy? Come on. You can't talk there. You gotta talk from the side.
Okay. Free Guy. It was a great movie, cinematic masterpiece.
No.
Probably top 3 of the year for me. Ryan Reynolds it's totally different than what he usually plays. You know, he's usually like this funny, sarcastic guy, but he's not like that at all. This movie was fucking trash. It was terrible. It's probably the worst movie of the year.
What's your favorite movie of the year?
I really liked One for the Road, which we saw at the Sundance one.
I was gonna shout that out. It doesn't count because it didn't get theatrical yet. They're still waiting to buy it. Yeah,
But it's showcased at the festival.
yeah, but you know, if it's gonna be a 2022 movie, because it's gonna get theatrical released. You know? So it would be my number one as well.
I really
Over
liked
90s.
I liked Dune. I liked The Last Duel. Shang-Chi. I think I left my AirPods at Wendy's, so I'm gonna go.
Damn.
And I hope to God they're there.
Oh my
They're
god.
my life.
Well, you better fucking run.
I know.
Someone's gonna steal them.
Someone probably already did.
Someone probably already did.
Not just fast food. It's Wendy's.
What a fucking hurt.
Damn. I would.
Hurts more than watching Matrix Resurrection.
It's worse than watching Free Guy, but the only thing that's worse than watching Free Guy is old.
That's not your number one?
No.
What the fuck beat it?
Number 1 comes from my favorite director.
No, Mortal Kombat?
No.
Oh.
No. My favorite director, Edgar Wright.
Sparks Brothers?
The Sparks Brothers.
Sparks Brothers is bad.
Sparks Brothers.
People swear by it. They think it's great.
should be called the Farts Brothers.
Wow, that was
lame.
Now I like the Sparks Brothers.
That was a dad joke. Yeah, that's my 5.
All right.
Yeah. I fucking hated Sparks Brothers so much.
Sparks Brothers is my honorable mention bad movie.
Oh, I was like, okay.
Not good,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Honestly, it's between that or old. He said, damn, it's worse than old. Old is pretty fucking bad, dog. M. Night Shyamalan, what you doing,
What
dog?
is it doing?
Come on, bro.
Old is the worst of the year, in my opinion.
Worst-
It might be the worst I've ever seen. I can't believe that movie exists. I was kind of excited for it. I was like, oh, I heard he's back. He's fucking back to being bad, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that shit was dead.
Number 1 was that. Number 2, I Was a Simple Man. Came out at Sundance.
I have no clue what that is.
Good.
Okay.
Keep it that way.
Damn.
Sundance, what are you doing? That was the point. I was like, do I need to go to Sundance every year? I don't think so.
Damn.
Because I Was a Simple Man I was simply bad.
There's an independent filmmaker who put a lot of hard work into that movie.
And fucking quit. Do something else. God, everyone's hiring right now. What are you doing? I'm sick and tired of all these film school kids that graduate, they make a piece of shit movie because they get to live in Hawaii with their fucking uncle. Grow up. Number 3, Home Sweet Home Alone.
Oh my god.
Not as bad as I Was a Simple Man.
Oh my god.
Because that kid gave us a laugh. So that's number 3.
Shit.
Matrix Resurrections. Can't even say it because I fucking hate it that much.
Oh, it was
4th
terrible.
worst.
Terrible.
5, Venom Let There Be Carnage. Fucking Cletus Cassidy
It almost made
started this podcast and he fucking ends it too.
It almost made it, dog. Almost made it.
But what a great year.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. We're at 98 subs. That's 2 away from 100.
Oh yeah.
And that's okay. I don't mind missing a goal because we set the goal. You know, we won 100 before our last episode of 2021. Didn't happen, but we're 2 away.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get those 2 in the next year.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. Imagine we just go the whole fucking year without getting 2 subscribers.
Well, that's okay because the 98 of us will have a good time.
That's true.
We'll have a fun time.
That was good. That was
You know.
good. You're in the right place.
You are. If you're enjoying this podcast, thank you. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We'll read it out on the podcast if you do. Even if it's a 1-star, we'll read it out. Do what you want to do. Thank you for subscribing. Leave a comment on YouTube. If you're listening on YouTube, let us know what your 10 favorite movies of the year were.
Yeah.
Did you agree with us? Did you disagree? Do you
Be
have
harsh.
something we
Be
haven't
direct.
said?
If we're wrong, let us know.
There's some movies that disappointed me and DJ that didn't make our list, that make a lot of people's list. Licorice Pizza, a lot of people say the best of the year.
Yeah, Licorice Pizza didn't fall into any of these, and I just watched it like a week ago.
Liked it, didn't love it. Didn't make my list. Didn't even make my honorable mentions.
Made me laugh, but didn't like it.
PTA, he's got better in him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But DJ, where can the people find you? As usual?
People can find me on YouTube at DShots, D_shots. We're gonna be adding a lot of shit. New year, a lot of shit coming. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. Instagram is D'Angelo Rucker. I've said this multiple times. D'Angelo Rucker, D'Angelo Rucker, Rucker. And Facebook's the same thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Follow me at Chase Aaron on Instagram. Chill with Chase on Twitter and Letterboxd, even though I don't really tweet. And that's kind of about it. Thank you for joining us throughout 2021.
Yeah.
And 2022, we're getting off to a good start.
2022 is going to be
a lot of Film Bros podcasts this year for sure. We can't wait. We love doing it. We hope you love listening, and we hope to keep on giving it to you.
Yes, sir.
So have a nice night.
Bye.